Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Started.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive lineman. Mollies. And Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent, establish the run game early on offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete on the comeback.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. back and leaves it. Runs through a tackle. Getting work done on the ground. 14-yard line.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They go to the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Green. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Razorbacks! A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Gonna run it. It's Lucas. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. Unleashes one. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's loose. Inside the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no!
the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Off the play fake on 1st down. That's it, fly. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, big C.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Scanning the field, it's Green. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Lucas. Turning it on. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 10. They get him down with this offense to set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Steps away to find some room. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's really good 3rd down defense. You've given up some yards. Who cares? Down here, right near the goal line, you bow your neck up. You force the 4th down. Nice job breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Green. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a...
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground. He's got it again. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
What a play behind the line. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Buys a little extra time. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry.
He lets it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal with the 6.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. The corners are walked up tight. Snap in the shotgun. Looking to buy time. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Back-to-back incompletions and likely back to the air on third and goal. They'll go to the air. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Good, right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To throw, it's Green. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for him.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was no backs in the backfield. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. 3-point lead. Put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get pats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. He'll pull it down. Quarterback got it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Florida State.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Looking for an open area to his left. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Takes a handoff. It's Edwards. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll try the run.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
And the Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Spits it out to the back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. On the run, it's Washington. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The inside handoff. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Green. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, still going. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. There he goes to the right. Past the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Kansas State pushing the pace. Johnson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Floating away. Turning it on. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Defense in press coverage. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Green. Got his man on the right. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds a man on the right. Gets away from one, finds room. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Johnson looking to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He'll do it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Oh, he's got some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. At midfield, he's got room. All out of space. Inside the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Green. Unloads it left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Jones. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. QB got it himself. Just keeps moving. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10. To the air, it's Green. Might be looking to run. Right, breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone.
nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
From the gun. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Looking down the middle. With the catch, it's Brown. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front.
On the ready. Okay, ready.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Quick spin on the ride. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Green. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The give on the option. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13. Kansas State quick to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to scramble. Connection to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. He'll pull it on the read. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up the 1st down. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Kansas State! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Green. Dances away. Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Hit as he throws. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Razorbacks will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Looking to pass. It's Green. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and the receiver, just not on the same page.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run play action. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Trying to barge in. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Green. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Arkansas 26, Kansas State 22.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Kansas State pushing the pace. Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Snagged in the middle. It's Oakland. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Quarterback now breaking the field. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Johnson looking to throw. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Oakland. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll throw on 3rd down. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could
Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Commodores will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do, to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They send the tight end in motion. The running back has it. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the mark. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off-play action on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They were set up in great position to start this drive, but now looking at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Green. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Not enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The hurry up now, 2nd down, caught kicking. Back to pass, it's Pavia. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give on the inside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete on the comeback. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's Green. Extending the play. Running into the open space. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got him. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He breaks a tackle. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very 1st drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Now, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time, gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball.
He's loose on the right. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Commodores.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the tailback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Russell. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Razorbacks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He leaves it with his back. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas! saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Back to throw, it's Green. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. Got his man to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Wide open downfield. Gashing the D on the right. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Off play action. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. A quick timeout call by the kicking team here. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Green. Hauls it in. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Looking left. Makes the grab. It's Hoskins. There he goes. 10. Touchdown doors. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled.
Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Finds a little space. He's running free down the middle.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple of yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. With the run on 1st and goal. It's going for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. Dropping back, it's Green. He's got it. They convert the 2 and they take the lead here in the fourth. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. Play till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Boilermakers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll go to the ground. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Gonna run it. It's Washington. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Scanning the field, it's Green. Got his man on the outside. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. Might be changing the route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Under fire. Find some fresh air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
no panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job at the back end covering after that scramble play.
That's reeled in. It's Horton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on third down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Ball is loose. Defense grabs.
God damn it.
There he goes.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Deep shot for the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
The Boilermakers want to move quickly. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Let's it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Green. Buys a little time. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They go to the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
It makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Green. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Fighting off the defender. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Moving out of the pocket. He's got it. First down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Blake. And he'll run into the end zone.
Finally broke through.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line and leaves the offense in a big hole. Here in the final minute of the first half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Pulls it in. It's McCoby. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Here comes the option. Quick toss. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Green. Quarterback extends the play. He's got an open man. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Heads back out to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Boilermakers in the hurry up.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field. But interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Oh,
Good defense.
He lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the ground with the back. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The sure hands, it's Brown. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. To throw, it's Green. The short hands, it's Washington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll try to get it through the air. That's caught. It's Washington. Oh, spins away. Still on his feet. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Razorbacks are marching down the field. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Green. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. Lost a throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
To keep it in the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Here comes the 2-point try. The give. He slams his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking for a man. It's Green. Scrambling away. It's complete to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 2 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's going.
Man, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Plows through the defense. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys. On the football, eat that clock.
If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
Good game, Richard.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.